What's good, y'all? It's your boy Champ, aka Champion Style TV, aka Mr. Spin the Yard. I'm back with another reaction video. This one is kind of insane. This one actually threw me for a loop, okay? Because it's a part of the whole math Hoffa tree, right? And y'all know, you can't rewrite history. I'm a part of the math Hoffa tree, whether I want to or not. I would have never expected this. I would never have expected Gat to go online and speak about math Hoffa because of how close they were. Like, y'all don't understand. I've watched their relationship while I was on the show, and Gat was very loyal, very communicative, very respectful with math on all fucking forms, okay? So before we begin and we get into the first clip of Gat speaking about how he feels toward math Hoffa, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, comment button. Make sure you turn on your bell notifications to be notified whenever I'm doing this kind of content. Let's check it out.
Spin the yard, nigga. Asked you about the Ghostface shit. You said, "Oh, upper people reached out." No, upper people. Ghostface people reached out. No, they didn't.
Ghost people's reached out to do the cooking show, and I say, "Yo, let's do it." Drove out to Long Island like an hour and a half. Damn. Pulled up, knocked it out. I said, "Yo, what's up?" He was like, "I got you." And I seen him doing interviews, and I'm like, he said he got me. What happened? I reached back out. He was like, "Nah, we're gonna do something special." Wow. Ghost and Ray.
I reached out to you. My peoples reached out to me, and then I reached out to you and asked you if you wanted to do that. And you said, "Hell yeah." That's how you got that plate, bro. That's how you got on with the Ghostface cooking situation, which led to you getting the interview with Ghostface and Ray. And before that, I ran into Ghost in Brooklyn at Nim's situation, and I said, "Yo, Ghost, what up? We trying to get you on the platform." He said, "Word." You know what I'm saying? Like, holla at me. You know what I mean? Take my number. Holla at me and let me know what's up. Set it up. We set it up. I'm like, I bet. I got Ghost's number. I pulled up on Math, and I gave him Ghost's number. I told him what Ghost said and all of that. Math, no, you know, bro. You know I'm outside. I be shaking and moving, and I be running into everybody.
So now, first things first, you already see what's going on here. Now, I personally understand where Gat is coming from because, like I said on Queen's Flip platform a year ago, I bought about 85% of the guests to Math Hoffa's show, not him, right? So I totally get where Gat is coming from, and I know Gat is being 110% about this because I've physically watched Gat run down on people or just be in rooms where people know who he is. And he was able to pull him in and say, "Yo, look, you already know him on Math's show. Yo, you got to come to the show." He exchanged information, and he makes it happen. I give that to Gat 110%. There's been plenty of times that I've done the same thing, and I've connected dots, and Math took it upon himself to not have a person on the show or waited until after I left the show to bring those people on the show, i.e. Tony Rock, Darnell Rollins, and a few others. So I totally get where Gat is coming from, and he's hurt at the end of the day. I get it because, listen, if y'all don't know, Gat been around Math since his battle rap days. Like, y'all don't know how far their relationship goes. So Gat is, like, very disappointed right now with Math, and it's unfortunate that Gat is, like, actually, get on the receiving end of Math's bullshit. Because I'm telling y'all right now, Gat always been 100 with him. And even in situations that I had with Math, when me and Math didn't see eye to eye and all of that, Gat was always the go-between person. He was always a person that was in Math's ear, in my ear. "Yo, Champ, you got to go holler at Math and apologize. Yo, Math, you need to go holler at Champ and apologize. Y'all need to get over that shit. We building something dope here." So salute to Gat for that. But I can tell you for sure, I know Gat got Ghost's contact and gave it to Math and made that whole situation happen. So shame on you, Math. Like, shame on you for not even giving that man his props because you mad he got his location, podcast and platform. You mad about that? Math, you don't want nobody to have their own shit, bro. That's crazy. And the other shit is, like, Gat already had a moving platform. Before he got on your show, he had the Brooklyn way. He was in like 4 or 5 seasons already, with mad different people coming as guests on his web series. He had fucking Redman. He had MOP. He had Uncasa. All these different people that he know. And he tried to get those people to get on the show with you. But you know how you are, my nigga. Wrong to you for that, Math. You need 30 lashes. Claw, claw, claw. Come on, man.
Do you feel some type of way when he went on?
I definitely did.
You did?
I definitely did. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I definitely did. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he is his own man. And you know, I built my brand, and I feel like sometimes it's tough for you to accept that you're under someone else's brand, depending on, you know, who you are. Some people, you know, you come together, be a team, work together and all that. But for some people, there's something, some part of their mind that makes them feel like, yo, I have to do this for myself. Mm-hmm. And I can't knock that because I wake up with that every day. Mm-hmm. Every day. You know what I mean? And whether, you know, the people you see me around are here or not, I'm still going to do this. Mm-hmm. I don't have a choice. That's just who I am.
Now, Math, really? How you gonna feel away because Gat went on Bag Fuel? I can understand you feeling the way about me going on Bag Fuel, but remember, I gotta tell y'all this. I went on Bag Fuel as a response to Math being on the Uppercut podcast talking crazy about me. If y'all go through the timeline last year, right? I left Math's show January of 2024 after the Albie Al interview, right? Some time passed, and next thing I know, I see a clip up of him on the Uppercut podcast talking crazy about me, talking about this rental car shit, talking about Brooklyn Chop House, all this bullshit, all this nonsense to try to take the fucking light off of him and put it on me, right? And you had the nerve to sit there and be mad because Gat went on Bag Fuel. Gat kept it all the way a stack on Bag Fuel. And let me tell y'all something. I ran into Gat twice in a week this past week, okay? I ran into him at the Danny Garcia fight at the Barclays Center. He was with Shannon Briggs. And then I ran into him at Talib Kweli's 50th birthday party. All love. Me and Gat always been cool. Nothing but respect for that brother. And it's never been an issue. Gat is a person who sees things for what they really are, right? But he has a lot of love for people, and he just wants everybody to come together and be at peace and build something dope. That's where Gat comes from, and he's very loyal, right? So even though I went online and I've said all kind of crazy shit about Math, I exposed things, I did this, I did that, Gat still never looked at me and said, when I see Champions on site, it ain't never been no issues with us, right? Because that's how good-hearted Gat is. So Math, how are you mad that Gat went on Bag Fuel, he bigged you up, gave you nothing but respect, and not only that, nigga, you went and pulled up on these niggas. You was jock riding fucking Esso and Heineken, nigga. Like, why would you all of a sudden go pop up on Angela Yee's platform? You popped up on Angela Yee's platform because you was dick hugging Heineken and Esso, my nigga. That's why you did that, because your views was getting low. You needed some traction. You needed something to bring some attention to my expert opinion, because you ain't have shit at that time. You was on your way out of the shop, my nigga. So you went and popped up on these brothers and said, oh, yo, I miss these guys. Yeah, it wasn't never about that. I love these brothers. These are my friends. Yada, yada, yada. You full of shit, bro. You be clout chasing, my nigga. And that's why your situation now is not pure. It's impure, my nigga. I'm not talking down about the co-hosts he got and all of that over there now. That's what it is. But it don't look right. It don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? When Heineken and Esso was there, it felt right. When I was there, when Gat was there, when Bigger was there, it felt right. Now look, now you in some high-end looking fucking barbershop, and it don't feel right, bro. Even with Ghost and Ray there, you know, shout out to them. Those are legendary people, but it just don't feel right, bro, because you don't got the right minds in the room. The right minds in the room to ask the right questions. Like, you don't, bro, let me tell y'all something. I used to tell Math when certain guests would come in, yo, why don't we play, you know, their music when they're on the walk-in? Let's catch them on camera coming in and stuff like that. Math wouldn't do none of that. You know what Math want to do? Because he's a selfish nigga? He want to play his music. Nobody want to hear that shit, bro. Fucking Lil Bootsy come in. Don Cannon comes in. Bink, the Humble Monster comes in. Westside Gun comes in. I had to force this nigga to play Westside Gun shit. Because you want to be seen and heard so bad, bro, and you cannot stand for somebody else to go and do their own thing. You can't stand that. The whole purpose of my expert opinion when I got there was for everybody to get their own show. That came out of Math's mouth. Yo, I want y'all here. We're building this platform, and the whole point of this is for all y'all to have your own show and for me to step back and just run a network. That was the mission. What happened, my nigga? What happened? Oh, I know what happened. All that money started coming in and you got selfish. That's what happened. Gat, you are not wrong for feeling the way you feel, bro. You had every right to go up there on HYNAKEN ESSO'S platform and speak your truth. You understand what I'm saying? Math has his own shit that he has to deal with. And unfortunately, he's going to keep bumping his fucking head until he gets it right. And Gat, I know that you told Math, because I was around, yo, you need to do this show by yourself. Yeah, but it don't hit that way. It don't hit the same. You know why? Because Math didn't start the show by himself. You understand? He didn't start getting, he started the show by himself at the very beginning, but he didn't start clicking until he had co-hosts on the show, which means that you need other reliable minds in the room. That's all I got to say about that. Let's look at this next clip, see what else Gat got to say.
Yo, I'm upset at Gat because he went on bad fuel. Hell yeah. I could feel the same way about you, nigga. And after, you told the world that these niggas is ops, you sat down with these niggas and you told them niggas you missed them.
All right, look.
We all talking. We gentlemen.
I'll be honest. I miss these guys, man.
Okay.
I miss these guys, man.
That's cap, man.
It ain't cap.
That's cap.
And this is not the first time you ran into him. You ran into him a couple times and nothing happened. Nothing happened. Y'all went back and forth for words. Then all y'all niggas in pictures together. So everybody saw that. The whole world saw that. Which make that frivolous beef. Frivolous drama. Now it's Gat time. Gat want to do what he want to do. Gat gonna always do what he want to do. I don't care about how niggas feel. Niggas ain't helping me pay my bills. Niggas ain't checking in on niggas. Niggas ain't supporting me. I don't give a fuck about how nobody feel. That's where I'm at with it. I don't care how, I do not give a fuck about how nobody feel about how I move.
I 110% agree with Gat. Like, at the end of the day, if you're a part of a system that doesn't really care about helping you pay your bills, like you're working, essentially, and nobody's really helping you foot the bill for the things that you need to take care of, then you got to go do your own thing. Now, again, Gat was already doing his thing. For those that don't know, like, he already had the Brooklyn way popping. He was in multiple seasons. So I understand where he's coming from. It's the same thing with HYNAKEN and ESSO, right? They had their show popping already. They already started a few episodes, and Math got mad because they was doing that while they was on the show. Bigger, Sean Bigger, shout out to him. He wanted to learn. I watched him ask Math, like, yo, how does this whole shit work? How does this YouTube shit work? I want to start doing interviews, because at the end of the day, everybody that, all the different people that we as individuals, as co-hosts on the show wanted to interview, Math don't want to interview. So as you can see, like, you see Sean Bigger interview certain people. I interview certain people and personalities. Gat interviews certain people and personalities. HYNAKEN and ESSO interview certain people and personalities. If we all had our own network under my expert opinion where we're interviewing different types of people, we will all be up crazy. But dealing with a narcissistic person, that can't happen because they have to be at the top of the motherfucking food chain at all times, because they don't know what it's like to be up there. And when they got a taste of what it's like to be up there, they like, I can't let nothing or nobody get in the middle of what I got going on. I built this shit. You can't build something, my nigga, without other parties. You can't build something without other parties. Brick by brick. You need someone to go get the bricks. You need someone to go get the cement. You need someone to do the carpentry. You need someone to do the electrical work. Nobody builds a house on their own. That's a fact. No one. And you knew that the people that you had was solid, but it's you, my nigga. It's you. All right, so now I got to ask y'all this. 3 questions. Make sure you leave a comment below. Number 1, do you feel like Gat overreacted with the video that he made talking about Math Hoffa? 2, do you think that Math and Gat can sit down and have a conversation on Gat's show, The Location, to quell their issues since they've known each other for so long, and it's not really, really that serious. Number 3, do you think that all of us, myself, Heineken, Esso, Bigger, Gat, Mecca, could all sit in the same room and coexist and have a great show again? Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Have a great weekend. Like, share, subscribe, comment, turn on them bell notifications. Champion Style TV, spin the yard. I'm out.
Spin the yard, nigga.